it's been the most exciting day today with Trinjan because I brought a few pieces to share with them. But what was fantastic is so many of them brought historical baghs and phulkaris with them, which belonged to their grandmothers and mothers. So it's fantastic to see that. It's a really joyful day.
Trinjan is our voluntary group. It was founded in 2004. Started with 5 people.
I think we got over 110 people who are with Trinjan. Most of our ladies are now, they are either ill, they have lost their partners, they're living on their own because the children have moved away. There is no other service here to give these people, some people could be sitting at home on their own, getting more ill.
Our motive was empowering women, giving women that stage where they were shy to speak, so they would come and sing, dance with us, do yoga with us.
People forget, what kind of problem they have when they're all together laughing, joking, dancing.
So we do a lot of activities on a weekly basis, mainly for mental and physical well-being of our members. Meeting Karun was fantastic. Honestly, I'm so impressed with what he actually presented and how he talked about his interest and how he actually got into this kind of work.
I used to save my pocket money from the age of 7 and go to Lal Killa market. There used to be a Sunday flea market in those days. So my mum used to take me and used to buy little things. And I've still got some, some jewelry with Shiva's head and coins from that time.
These phulkaris are given to actually every girl in North India when she gets married. And this is kept as a veil like that in front of the groom.
My family were living in Lahore, my mum and her sisters, and her eldest sister Bhangra had got married a few years before. So she had a lot of phulkaris and baghs.
Because one of the pieces that Karun actually shared with us in the middle was one that a bride had actually embroidered. And if he hadn't told us about it and shared the history of it, I don't think I would have realized, the implications of the embroidery on it. So she'd embroidered her jewelry, the necklace, the earrings, the tikka that we wear on the forehead when we get married.
Beautiful jewelry, and this dates from 1880s.
Very meaningful. And the sad part for me, which I didn't realize because I read up about it, was that all that embroidery actually happened pre-partition.
I think it's been quite an emotional day because people who are here today, all the women wanted to share their stories as well. I shared my stories and histories to do with bagh and a particular fragment I have, which belonged to my aunt. For some of them it was emotional as well because they were remembering their grandmothers and mothers who'd passed down these baghs and phulkaris. And in the end, it was quite a joyful experience, really, sharing all that together.
So today when I came here and I saw those old phulkaris and everything, it triggered me emotionally. We left everything in Pakistan, like my parents, because they were thinking that, it's a kind of upheaval and it's going to die down and we are going to come back to our houses. So they locked everything up and they just walked to India. They never went back. Yeah, and I could visualize everything as I heard from my parents, that how they used to sit down after finishing their work and they will make all the stitches by stitch, they will make big baghs and phulkaris the way we heard so today. I was so keen to wear them and take pictures, and then I think I was behaving like a little girl. And then, when they were dancing, I was really into it.
मेरी माँ ने कड़ी फुलकारी मैं कुट चुमदी फिरा.
When I was a young child, I have heard a lot about my grandmas making these phulkaris and how many phulkaris they used to have in the big sort of chests back home in Pakistan.
We did have phulkaris in my mom's house, and we used to use it on like auspicious days, like any religious event or weddings or things like that.
Look how even it is. Yes, yeah. It's so even and beautiful. You know, it requires such skill.
Here today, ladies had brought their own baghs and phulkari, what they had brought from India with them. And one lady, she had one bagh she inherited from her grandmother, who had inherited from her grandmother. So it's a fourth generation.
My mom and auntie used to go and pick up cotton, and we used to play there, and we help them. So that cotton they used to pick, and that used to, they used to do spin cotton to make thread, and making, the cloth they used to make the bag.
It's made from pure cotton, and the embroidery is so delicately done. The ink which was used for printing is not the normal ink what you would get today. It's a color from petals, roots and barks. Every phulkari has a different pattern, but the main thing remains that it is done from back to front. And that's what makes it beautiful.
One you were lodging with gave it to you. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's
I treasure it.
Yeah, of course, very special. Like the fragment I showed is special for you, isn't it?
After the ladies have finished their house chores, they used to sit down together in a group, and they will. One will do the knitting, stitching, or sewing, and phulkari as well. And they used to sing, and it was kind of their group was it's a social event as well. They were getting together, talking to each other, singing.
Go run! Quick. We really enjoyed it because it gave us a platform to enjoy with Karun by showing off our culture. We sang in Punjabi, we sang and danced.
I live in India, but not in Punjab. I didn't have any clue about this phulkari and all that. And by looking at the phulkari, my God, it's amazing.
I just felt really special, really special being able to handle them and drape them on our bodies and what have you.
Today is therapeutic, as well as a lot of happiness. So I think we are definitely coming to the art exhibition.
I think today has shown us how important it is to get local communities involved. We had women here, most of them Punjabi, who were really involved with the day that we organised. You saw them dancing, sharing stories, some very emotional stories. So also I think it's important to show what the interiors of some of the National Trust properties are like. So bringing people through, and they're also excited about the shows. They're going to bring their families, their children, their grandchildren. So this is what we want to see, National Trust properties really being used by the local community and to diverse communities who are very much part of this local area.